Hello, my name is Marissa Strong, and I am a part of the Kinesiological Discourse at the University of Utah. What is kinesiology? Kinesiology is the study of body movements. For this assignment, I was asked to analyze 3 different articles in the Kinesiological Discourse. These articles are found on the University of Utah Library database and are peer-reviewed. The articles that I have chosen are shown on this screen. The similarities between the articles are format and organization. Each of the articles follow the same general pattern in regards to format. On the front page, they start with the journal title, the title of the text, the author's names, the university that the authors are affiliated with. It then goes on into 2 uneven columns with the abstract, article information, and keywords. It then goes into the text with 2 even columns. On this slide, I have shown an example of one of the articles I used. I'm going to begin my discussion of the organizational piece with the abstract and keywords. The abstract is used to give a general synopsis of the article, whereas keywords are used to give insight as to what the article focuses on. In the kinesiological discourse, the abstract has italicized sections that summarize each part of the paper. For example, they use objective, intervention, result, and conclusion sections. After the keywords and abstract section comes the introduction. The introduction gives the authors a chance to introduce their topic. So they all begin with a fact that regards the idea of the paper. On this slide, I have shown the first sentences of each of the papers. Following the introduction is the methods section. In this section, the authors have the opportunity to discuss how they performed their experiment, the population that was experimented upon, for example, the age of the participant and the gender of the participant, and then how they will interpret the results. This section in the paper also uses subcategories to explain all of this. Sometimes in the methods section, the authors include a picture illustrating how they perform their experiment. In the example shown on the slide, the authors use this picture to show how kinesiological tape placement on a participant's knee. As a reader, this was very insightful to see how they did it to work on their experiment. Next is the results section. This gives the author the chance to tell their findings from the research. This section includes tables and graphs, which I will discuss later in this video. It is also brief compared to other sections in the paper. As stated previously, the results section is brief compared to other sections. This is because the discussion section is where the authors can explain the results they found and how they pertain to the research question. This is probably the most important section of a paper because it ties in the research question, the results, and how they pertain to each other. Finally, there is the conclusion section. The conclusion is the place to tie everything together. The authors summarize their findings and support their findings all in brief statements. Following the conclusion, the authors show all of the reference that they used for their paper. I now want to discuss the differences that I found between the articles. The differences were in the way that the authors presented their results. They either used graphs, as in scatter plots and one with a bar graph, or tables. To demonstrate what I mean, I have included tables on this slide and graphs on the next. By using tables, it shows a different statistical change by using the mean and z-scores. These can also change between different variables as shown on these 2 tables, which use the age, the dominant hand, the affected hand, compared to the grip strength at 0 weeks, 2 weeks, and 4 weeks. And finally, this slide shows different graphs that can be used in the kinesiological discourse. By using graphs, it shows a change over time or an increase/decrease in one or more of the variables. In this discourse, I believe it is more effective to use graphs because they show the starting point, the end point, and you can follow the differences in between. That is all I have. Thank you guys for watching.